morning. This is your girl again, K. Miriam from Huntsville, Alabama. I'm back again today to let you know about the property I told you about. I had court on January the 9th, and we had an eviction hearing on this property. Well, as God could have it, I filed for eviction on December the 5th. The hearing was January the 9th. By the time we went to hearing, there was no hearing. It was dismissed because the tenant turned over the keys and then turned over the property. So I'm here to tour the property and let you know how she left the property and what condition she left it in. This property, I bought it from auction. This part of time, this is my only property on this part of time. All of the properties that I've bought, they are in class A and B neighborhoods, but this one is kind of in the middle, kind of low, middle or low income somewhat. I bought this property because when the property went on auction, I usually follow auction properties and stuff like that. At the time, the building was kind of pretty low. I sent my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter to come inspect the property for me. Because what I'm doing, this stuff I'm trying to build, I'm trying to get them involved so that one day, if I'm not here, they will know how to handle the business. They'll be able to run the stuff and be able to still continue their wealth generational stuff so that kids can also have the privilege that they are opportune with today. So the oldest and the youngest came and they did an open house for me. But when they came for the open house, they heard the story about the tenant that was in the house. She was a young African-American female that had 3 kids, 7 and below. And whoever was doing the house tour told the girls that this tenant had been in the house for nearly a year. She was a good paying tenant and she was upset that she had to move again and to carry her kids, and knowing that it was hard now to find place to move. And I understand, me as a parent, it is hard to move. I don't like moving. So my girls asked me, even though you don't like this area or town, but can you please buy this house so this lady can stay in the house as a tenant so her kids can remain in the house. That way the kids didn't have to go through the stress of moving. So I decided, well, for once, I think I was in a position I wanted to do something for my girls, and they thought they wanted other kids to get the help. I decided to buy the house. Doing the bidding, I had to find a building. Someone else wanted the house. I had to outbid him by 20 grand to get a house. So I got a house for 150 grand. When I took over the house at closing, the previous owner told me the tenant had stopped paying rent. And there were times I could have dropped out of the deal because we're in the midst of this. I had to go to Liberia to bury my dad. And while I was in Liberia, the loan got rejected by the bank because of some complication I will explain to you all later. And the guy called me and said, I know you're going through a lot now. You're out of the country. Your father, you have to turn to family stuff. I can give you your deposit back and we can relist the house. And I could have gone that route, but I thought about this girl. I decided, well, I'm going to gather cash and I'm going to buy the house. So I was frantic. I was calling around. I called friends. I called my sister, my husband, and other Liberians. I went and took money from off a credit card and everything. So I had to come down with 150,000 cash to buy the house just to keep this tenant in place. When we went for closing, they told me that she had not paid rent since May. That was in July. So the previous owner said, well, she's your trouble now. If you want to collect May and June rent, you can, but I'm out. This is your house. And I'm like, whoa, I wish I'd known. But anyway, I said, let me go to the house and see what was going on with this tenant. I closed on the house, came over. She told me she had lost her job. She was looking for a job. She was a good person, and she was going to get caught up. And she asked me if I was going to charge her for May and June. I told her, they told me I could, but I don't want to. What I want you to do is just start from where I bought it from. I bought it July 22nd. So start paying from July 22nd forward. May and June and up to July 22nd, I'm going to waive it for you. And I ended up telling her that I didn't want this house, but my kids made me to buy it for you. So if you do right by me, this house is for you, and I'm going to give it to you to rent to own. She promised that she was going to do right, y'all. From May to December when I filed, this girl refused to pay rent. I don't know if she thought I was her mother. I tried everything I could to bring her up to terms. Even though I wasn't making money out of the house, when I took over, she said it was infested. I went ahead and got pest control. There were more. I brought someone to clean everything, and I paid out of my pocket. The air conditioner wasn't working during the summer. I brought someone in and fixed the air conditioner. She needed an extra unit of air conditioner set. I went and bought it for her. I did everything I could to show her that there was God, through the divine intervention, to speak to my kids, to help, to talk to me, for me to help her kids, because I wanted her to have their house, and I never wanted her to go through the stress of ever thinking, where am I going to go again? But girl, she took my kindness as my weakness and decided she ain't gonna pay bills. So November 29th, I told her, I'll give you up to November 29th. If you don't pay, I'm gonna have to let you go. November 29th came, she blocked me. I couldn't get a hold of her. She was not responding to texts, messages, or anything. So I decided, I called the management company. I said, file for eviction. So we filed for eviction. She knew we filed for eviction. She refused to turn over the property, even though she left December the 19th. But I finally was able to get the property on January the 9th. There was completed God intervention. She did not damage anything. She left it pretty much in a decent condition. And I'm going to turn this property over, and I'm going to fix it. I'm not going to, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to fix it up and put it out for rent. I still might be able to do rent to own or lease to own option, because I'm trying to stay away from this side of town. I only came over here because of this girl. So follow me now. Let's take a tour of the house and see how she left the house. This is the living room. Windows are still in good condition. Everything looked okay. She left a machine here. This is a sewing machine. Got some paint. She left some stuff here. Claus says, okay, we just need to do some painting. Get some stuff. So now I learned not to put sympathy into this business, or else people will always use you and take advantage of you. This is one of the rooms. This was one of her girls' rooms, and she left the kids' shoes. I don't know why, just different pair of shoes. Maybe she couldn't find the other pair. She left the shoes. We have to trash it. They broke this door, so we have to fix that. This is room 1. And this is the second room. This was her son's room. Room number 2. That's the problem. Got some Jordans here. They live above their means and just think that they can pay rent and live free. I had to pay taxes, insurance. I had to get flood insurance, and I had to get regular insurance on this house because they listed in the flood zone. And flood insurance are not cheap. I paid $2,000 for flood insurance and $1,300 for annual insurance here. This is the bathroom number 1. Not so bad. Got this tub. We try to straighten it up and clean this place. It's a pretty little house. It's a little house, but it's pretty. Closet is good. And this is the dining. No, this is the living room. No, not living room. Which room is this? Dining. Okay, this is the dining room. And y'all gonna look at the back. This is the backyard. Beautiful little house. Got a fence back there. She left a trampoline. Left a little table, chairs. Look at that. Yep. Got a little storage area over there. And this is the kitchen. Not too big, but it's very durable. And people, the rent for this house, yeah, the rent for this house was $1,250, $1,250. And guess what? I told her I wasn't going to change anything. I left it at $1,250, y'all. But still, this girl could not pay. I even came down to the point I said, pay me weekly. Charge her no late fee. 0 late fee. She still refused to pay. Then I came to one point, I said, well, if you don't want to pay, just give me the keys. If you want to go, you can go. And I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm not going to charge you late fee. I can waive all of your rent. And you can just go ahead and go and give me the house back. She still declined, never left, and we had to go to court. Why would you want to even go to court over something that you could have done with peace, knowing that someone had your back, but they don't like good? See all these expensive stuff that we're having here, but don't want to pay rent. What would you think? In America, you never own anything. Even if the home is paid for, you still have taxes, insurance, maintenance stuff to do. Nobody's going to pay that for you. That's why we get up every day to go to job. This is the air condition set I bought for her, the additional unit. As God will have it, she didn't leave the manual, but she left my control and left my air condition set. So I'm grateful for that. I'm highly grateful. Yo, she had TV in this bathroom here. There was a TV stand here. Who wants TV in the bathroom? This is the bathroom. It is the bathroom joined with the master. And the only thing I don't like about this house, it has the laundry room right in the master room, and then this is the water tank. But I'm grateful, closet in the bathroom. I was able to get this house back. So lesson learned, I am no one mother. Last time I checked, my oldest is 18. And those are the people I'm responsible for. If I try to do good because God blessed me and I want to bless you, you should be generous and say, because someone is coming through for you, you have to do right by that person. So like 150 grand cash for pay for this house, and I got $0 in return. Don't do it. Don't say it. And I even told this girl, I said, because of what you're doing, someone else who truly would need the help will not get it from me, because now the way you're treating me, I'll be afraid to give anyone that kind of mercy, because at the end, they will treat me the same. So now I have a lawyer on my team. Next thing I do, anybody that you don't pay rent after your rent is due, the due date, I'll start writing you the delinquent payment stuff, and then I will file for eviction. No more will I let someone ride for 6 months. This girl from May did not pay rent till January the 9th when she gave me the property. So yeah, lesson learned. So $150,000 investment plus more money I had to spend, I got $0 in return. But God is good. God had me all through, and He still got me, because you know why? Once He knows your heart that it means well, He blesses you in all forms of way. So this is Kay again from Huntsville. Once we're done with this house and get it up to date, I will bring you the pictures and stuff of this house. And I'm still gonna let you know how much I'm making from each home, but I'm gonna have to keep that until every home is settled. And you know, all my homes are not settled yet. Until every home is settled, and I can bring that to you. So in the future, I will. And if you like my content, hit like and subscribe. I have 32 subscribers. I know I have more friends out there. Don't hesitate, come. Learn from this thing. I'm not just going to be talking to you about real estate. I'm going to give you money saving tips, how to set your children up for success, credit billing, and then money management. I'm not an economist. I didn't do business, but God gave it to me naturally. So because I'm blessed with that, I would love to share it with you all so that you all can bless your family too. God bless, and you take care. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.